All right, hey everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. Today, we're gonna work on the front crank ring on the Heybike Ranger. We're gonna show you how to change that out, a few differences in crank rings, and if you wanna go up in size or down in size, there's reasons to do that. But we're gonna show you with this one how to change it out. So come join us on this quick episode. All right guys, so the first thing we do on replacing the chain ring, in case you wanna go with a bigger chain ring or a smaller chain ring. Bigger chain ring, or maybe you've dented the chain ring or something going over, if you're in the forest or something, you go over a log and you dent the chain ring. One thing you're going to want to do is replace it, or maybe you want to eliminate your ghost pedaling or more torque as you're spinning the wheel, which in essence will give you more speed on the top end. Going with a bigger chain ring, or maybe even going with a smaller chain ring, which in my area seems more sensible because we have hills and mountains and stuff like that, and if you're going to be doing that kind of thing, a smaller chain ring up here would be a better choice. It's going to slow your top end speed down, but it sure is going to help you up the hills. First thing we're going to do, 8mm, I'm going to put it in here and we're going to take this off. And what you got to do is get a place where you can get enough leverage. There it is. It's not real hard, just it's tight for a second. Once you get that, you can take the chain off if you want, like so. Just let it droop. Now once this is done, all you're going to do is, you can do it this way, or you can just spin it out. Okay, and this is on the Heybike Ranger. So there's differences in these, and I'm going to show you, hopefully, a little difference on this one. Let's see. Nope, I'll show you though, so you can understand the differences if you're interested. This is episode 4. So what we want to do is spin this out. This is the wrench to pull the chain ring off, or at least the arm off if you're working on the other side. Now these wrenches come in different brands and different ways. This is a Park Tool. I think this is a -22. Okay, so once this is on, all you got to do is find some leverage, and then we're going to try to break this apart again. And what we're trying to do is push or pull this off of the axle, or the okay, it's coming, and like I said, it's very difficult at first. And this might be something you want to do on the ground versus on a maintenance rack. There we go. Okay, she's coming off. The good thing, this wrench is just small enough on a 170mm crank arm. You don't have to take the pedal off. Okay. And here she comes. Okay, so now it's off. So now what I want to show, now what you would do is you take this off, get your new crank arm, or your new chain ring, and put it on, and just reverse the process, right? So what I want to show you is I'm going to take this out. If you look here, this is square, right? So if you're looking at on the Heybikes, and I think most bikes I have, maybe my older bikes are different, but this is squared going with the crank arm. If this is turned 45 degrees, it's still square, but it's now called a diamond. So if you had a diamond and you were putting it on this bike, if you accidentally got the diamond and you're going, why doesn't it fit right? What's happened is now your crank is going on kind of like this, and you'll never be able to get it straight. So you want to make sure you get the square for this bike. And this, I think, might be 42 tooth, I don't know, or 46, but you can count these, see what it is, and if you want to go up or down from this, just count your teeth, make sure you're doing the right 170 or 165, and replace it. It's that easy. And if you just got a bent one, just get the exact same one, and make sure you count the teeth to make sure you've got whatever this is. I think this is 46, but it could be 42. I do not see on the crank itself where it states it. It should be like right in here. There it is. No, that's just a smudge. But you can do it by counting the teeth around, and then you'll know. All right, so now we're going to put it back on. Very simple. Just be opposite of what that one is. This one's going down now, so this one has to go up. And just put it on. You don't have to get it real tight. Just kind of do that, and now we're on. We're done with this tool. We don't need to use it to put it back on, so I'll show you how you do this. Very simple to put it back on. One, make sure you can get your chain back over. No problem here. But to put it back on, all you have to do is thread this back in real nice and tight. So put this in, 8mm again, and we're going to tighten this back. This is what I really like about this style. This is a very simple method for doing it. Now, again, on the ground, you have the tires balancing out. It's easier to get this totally on without having to worry that the stand is going to cause you problems. Because the more pressure I put down, the stand bends this way. The more I push up, the stand moves. But this is all there is to it, guys. But do it nice and tight. See, she's still moving. All right. Nice and tight. No movement. Take the chain ring, or the chain, pull it, put it on, and there we have it. That's how you replace a chain ring, guys. It's a real simple process. A little bit, if you're a lady trying to do this, you may have to get you a guy that would have the strength to do it. All right, guys, that's how you change a chain ring in crank arm. Very simple on this side, nothing to it. All right, guys, that's the episode. Thanks for joining me. How to change out your chain ring and upsize it, downsize it, whatever you want. Or if you got it damaged, that's how you do it. It's not real complicated. But thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next episode.